Welcome back, folks. What we're going to set up now then is the email campaign. If you can remember back the previous lesson on setting up the two-step sales funnel from the squeeze page, when the customer opts in, they will then get opted into the email campaign. And how you can set that up then is coming to this page on the system software and clicking on create. For the benefit of this lesson, we'll just call the email campaign demo and click save. And it's simple as that. We've now got the campaign set up. We now just need to create and insert our emails. So if we click on demo, add an email, we'll then be presented with this page. It's already pre-filled some details out because I've set these up in the past. But if you are coming to this for the first time, you insert your sender name in here that your opt-in client will see and your sender email address. Point to note on the email address, folks, if you put in an email address here that is a Hotmail or an Outlook or a Yahoo address, it will not work. You will get a fault like this there. You can't use the domain of this email address. Okay, so we need to put in a professional email here, and that will be a professional email created by your domain provider. And I've already set one up, so I will paste mine in. But don't worry, I will show you how to do this here. So we can now click on create. I use the classical editor for mine, which means I can create the emails from scratch. You can use the visual editor where it'll insert a lot of pictorial things into your emails. The writing will be a little bit more artistic, but for the purpose of this lesson, folks, I'll be using the classical editor. So if I click on create, we now have the framework for our first email. Okay, and what I'll do here is, folks, I will paste in a template that I've already got created. Legendary Marketer, if you're creating a campaign for them, they provide you with email swipe templates so that you can use them in your campaign. Point to note on those, folks, is you need to cater those to your story. The important thing, folks, we're trying to get the customer obviously to purchase a product, so we need to ensure we've put in a good story in here that's related to our life story, and it shows that we believe in what we're doing and we believe in the product that we want to actually get the customer to buy. So yes, again, please reword any emails that you get and cater them to your needs. So folks, I've pasted the legendary email in here, the template, and we can edit this however we see fit. And remembering back to the squeeze page, when we asked for the customer's first name and email, we can use them variables. You can see here, first name with the curly brackets, email with the curly brackets. We won't use the email in this email because we don't want to be pasting their email back at them, but we want to use their first name because that automates every single person that opts into this campaign's first name into the email automatically. So it makes it a little bit more personal. Okay, I'll show you how to do that now. So if we drop this here down, a couple of tabs, the top, if we click in hi, space, substitute variables, and we want to put first name, we just click OK. And it inserts first name. We can put comma after it. It doesn't matter if you don't. It's just my personal preference in writing emails. You normally put a comma after the person's first name. And that will automatically put the person's first name that's opted into the campaign at the start of the email. Throughout the email, folks, you will have opportunities to insert other links. The most important one being your affiliate link so that you can get your commission for the product that you're promoting. In this case here, the Legendary Marketer. So we can see here, we've got a place to insert our affiliate link, watch it here, meaning watch the video. So we need to just click on this link and just insert the URL, which is our affiliate link. Click OK, and that's automatically inserted there. Okay. We need to go through the email then and find any other places that we need to insert our links. There's another one there, but I won't go on and keep doing it. Otherwise, I'll eat up too much time. Folks, we then just put, obviously, a farewell at the end, possibly a picture of ourselves, and then we could put a link to our Facebook group as well, just to give the client an opportunity to join our group. We can then obviously create a good relationship with them. If they don't make a purchase at this stage, we can bring more value to the customer, and then maybe down the line they can make a purchase in the future. As an example, the way I finish off my emails, folks, is like this. Just copied and pasted it in there. It's just all the best. Picture of myself, my daughter. And I've got a link in the bottom here to my Facebook group. If I click on that there, the cursor, and then go to the little chain, it's already got my Facebook group in here. Okay. So I can click OK on that. And we can now save that email. So at this stage, folks, we can now save and send a test email by clicking on this blue box here. And you can see it's been successfully sent. We can check our inbox, click on that email, make sure the affiliate links work, and any other links in that email as well. It's a good practice. Opt into your actual email campaign and let it pan out over the days and weeks. So when we hit save and publish, folks, you get the option of when the email goes out. So we want this one to go out within the first minute, really, of them opting in. So they get, if, for example, you've offered a free ebook, that free ebook link is in the email, and they can click on it and get taken to, for example, Canva, where the free ebook is there. Or if you've saved it in Google Docs, then that free ebook is there. It's just a matter, again, of inserting a link in here in the email. And so this delay before sending email, 1 minute, and there is no after here. If we had another email, then this would be after, and that email will be in this drop down. So we'll just hit publish there. You can select time or days of the week, but for this one, we just want 1 minute. And then we will add another email. Again, first name, sender's name, and your email again. Another subject. We can put in this one for a title. Again, go for the classic editor, click create, and we've got the framework for our next email. Once again, for the benefit of the lesson, I've just copied and pasted another example from the Legendary Marketer. Again, put your hi, insert the substitute variable of first name. And it goes, comma, and again, go through the email, folks, filling out any affiliate links that you need to fill out. You can see the first one here. And also point to note too, for the first couple of emails, it's good practice just to tell the customer to whitelist their email in their inbox, because this could get sent into the junk inbox and they may never see it. Again, hit save and publish. This time, folks, we will go 1, and we'll change this to days, and that'll be after our first email, which was welcome to your new life. And we'll hit publish on that. And we can now see we've got 2 emails here. The first one was coming out 1 minute after the customer opts in and signs up. They want to get their free either video or ebook. And then obviously the next one comes out a day after that. And if you've got more emails, folks, it's a standard practice in the industry I've seen is to get an email like 1 per day up for the first 6-7 days. Then thereafter, they come weekly. But this could be trial and error. Depending on the industry that you're in, the niche that you're targeting, it may vary. Okay. The other trackers that you want to watch to get an indication of your email content, if it's working, is to look at the opened and the total click-through rate as well of the links that are in your emails, like your affiliate links. So if the email's been opened, you will get an indication here. If the affiliate links or any other links have been clicked, then you'll get an indication here. Now, if these aren't, increasing, then you may want to adjust your content as necessary. At this stage, folks, these emails will not get sent to the customer without setting up an automation rule. And to do that there, we just click in our funnel and go to the Demo 2 funnel that we created and go to Automation Rules and Add Rule. What we need to do is funnel step form subscribed. That's when a customer opts in. And then we need to create a rule. So we need to add an action, subscribe to campaign. That's what the customer's doing. Choose a campaign. Demo, where our 2 emails that we just created are located. Save rule. This is now set up, folks, for anyone that opts into our squeeze page and sends in their first name, their email, and clicks submit. They will be automatically subscribed to the campaign, which will then subsequently send each email in sequence in the order and in the time series that we want. For example, 1 minute, 1 day, 1 week. A couple of other points to note while we're at the page of where the funnel is, folks. If we click on step configuration, this is what the customer will see in the URL at the top whenever they click on our squeeze page. And they will also see the name squeeze page up here. And if we just go in here and click on change and go to settings and come down and change squeeze page to whatever we want, and you would want to name it something uniformal to obviously your business or the thing that you're marketing. So in this case, I'll just call it my name and click save and come out. And you can also change this bit at the end here, folks, in the URL. I could change that there too. Point to note here, folks, this needs to be lowercase with no spaces. We could change it to DavyStrain1 and click save. And now when the customer clicks on the URL, they'll get this here instead of just a random stream of numbers, which may make them feel a little bit more suspect. It could possibly alert them to a scam site. You know, you want it to be as uniformal as you can and catered around everything to do with what you're marketing. So if we just click on this here now to view, we should be able to see in the top bar here is our name that we called this here step. And obviously at the end here, the DavyStrain1. Now, point to note, if you wanted to get this first part of the URL path changed, then you need to integrate your domain name into system. That's outside the scope of this lesson, but that will add a little bit more of uniformity to your URL because your domain name, in my case, is davystrain.com, would be inserted here rather than this random string of letters and numbers with vendors and system.io. It is worth doing that as well if you find that maybe your click-through rate isn't happening as often as it used to. Again, if you wanted to do the same thing with your thank you page, folks, again, you could go to here, DavyStrain. You need to change it to 2 this time, otherwise it'll clash and won't save. Now, if we want to go in and change the actual page name so that the tab comes up, DavyStrain, we can just click on the edit page, go to settings, opt-in thank you page, and change that just to DavyStrain. There we go. Click save and come back out of that there and go to view. And now you can see at the tab at the top here, it's DavyStrain, and we've got DavyStrain2 on the end here, which will make it a little bit more appealing and more obviously showing a little bit of know, like, and trust factor, again, building that relationship up with the customer, which will help you out when you want to get those customers through to the product page. Okay, folks, what we need to do now is set up domain authentication. This will obviously improve the deliverability of our emails. If we hover over here on this arrow next to where our profile picture would go and click on settings, over on the left, go to mailing settings. We need to set up a domain. All we'd have to do here is click on setup and put in our domain. In my case, it's davystrain.com. Click continue. We will then be presented with these DNS record types called CNAMEs. And we need to insert these into our domain name providers page in order for our emails to be sent out consistently. So folks, what we need to do then is copy your actual domain name to not include the period. It's everything before the period and your domain name, or whatever you call the period, the full stop. And for the second part, you copy all of this piece at the end. Okay, so it'll be this one and this one, okay, and all of these. So folks, my domain name providers, name.com. If I click on my domain name and I click on manage DNS records, I will have the option then to put DNS records in down the bottom here. Now, the first one that I needed to do, obviously, is a CNAME, the host. Like we said, it's everything before the domain name, folks. This piece, copy, back to the domain name, paste, and you can see that they've already pre-inserted my domain name in here. Go back, copy the end bit, the value, paste that into the answer section here. and we just want to click on add record. That's the first one done. Should be inserted here. Come back down again, change it to CNAME, get the second one, again everything before that period, copy, insert, back, the next piece, insert, add record, last one then, change it to CNAME, paste it in, grab the end piece, copy, paste that into, add record. And that should be all three in, as you can see here. All good. We can, at this stage now, folks, actually test these CNAMEs by using a DNS checker. So folks, if we copy and go to the DNS checker and paste that domain name in, then we click search, make sure it's changed to a CNAME, click search, then you should see all these green checkout. Point to note, folks, it may take between 24 and 48 hours for the DNS name to resolve, so just be patient with it. Point to note, folks, if you do hit any problems, then please reach out to the system customer service team. They've got a great customer service team and they will have hit most of your problems, if not all of them, before, and they will have you up and running in no time. If you need their help, you can click on the help option here and you could submit a form, or also be directed to their knowledge base, which has a load of already pre-answered questions. When your DNS name's been resolved, your domain name's been resolved, folks, you will see a verified status here, okay? And that will mean that now your emails will be delivered successfully. On here as well, you need to ensure you've put in your sender email address, you put in a sender name, and you need to put in a test email address as well, folks, to send any test emails that you want to send out, just to make sure that they're working. As I said before, you want to opt into your own campaign and just check that that campaign is working from the start to the finish before you release it to your wider audience. The other thing as well, folks, that we need in place to ensure that the emails actually get sent to your email inbox is we need to set up an email redirect or an email reroute. Then we go back to our domain name provider, go back to our domain list, click on our domain. It should be self-explanatory here. It's called email forwarding. We need to add the first part before the @davystrain.com, which was back in system. This part here that's included in all our emails, and insert it in here. We need to pick an email address that we want to forward it to. That can be our Hotmail address, or Outlook address, for example, or Yahoo address, for example. In my case here, I'll send it to the davystrainsolution@outlook.com and click add record. And now we've set up email forwarding. Any emails that get sent to this email will be then forwarded to our Outlook email address. Folks, that is everything set up now as part of our two-step funnel. We set up our funnel, demo 2, and we set up our email campaign, which is called demo. And within the demo campaign, we've got our subsequent emails that the customers will receive. Again, don't forget to cater those to your needs, folks. Create it around your story, and that will ensure that the customers find out about your story. They'll build up that know, like, and trust factor with you, and they're more than likely going to make a purchase of the product, and then subsequently you will receive your commission. Thanks very much for listening, folks. Please feel free to like and subscribe or make a comment in the section below, and I look forward to seeing you back here again. Take care. All the best. Good luck.